Bit of welcome to the Deputy Minister of Higher Education. Thank you so much for joining us this evening and with your presence and also your willingness to stay and be tenacious enough for the whole day. We NAS are not even used to that, but we're getting there. And then we also would like to say thank you for the French Consul, Sophie Bell, that's here. And Sophie, thank you so much for being here today and also this evening. Deputy Mayor of Naasnach, Deputy Mayor Marby, also welcome here. And then all of you and your esteemed guests and my lovely wife. I saw she's walking here, that's great. I'm handing over the ceremony to you, to Yanga from SM Tax, and this is the evening that we are devoting for the SMME market in Naasnach. And you will, over to you, Yanga, please.
So as Jan mentioned, my name is Yanga Nganga. I represent a firm called SM Tax, a financial services firm that specializes in finance, tax, accounting, and advisory, both for individuals and businesses alike. Founded in 2015 by our esteemed CEO, Mr. Bukule Sibata, sitting right there, and CFO, Sivanashi Sibata. Ladies and gentlemen, please buckle up, and a special welcome to the Minister of Higher Education, the Deputy Mayor of Knysna, the French Consulate, and all the esteemed guests present. So we'll be starting off the gala dinner tonight with the welcoming and opening remarks from our esteemed Deputy Mayor of Knysna, the first gentleman I actually interacted with when we launched a branch here in June in Knysna, here at Teeson Island. So before that, just to give more context on the purpose of this evening. So this evening is to shine a light. So the purpose of this evening is to shine a light on basically the SMMEs, emphasizing the talent and the potential that encouraged SM Tax and many businesses and corporates, basically, such as Takealot, to come and invest in the garden route. So tonight is a night of celebration, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the tough stuff was in the evening. So now it's a night of celebration. There was an innovators pitching competition that was run by SM Tax, where young individuals got a chance to showcase, basically, and pitch their innovative ideas or existing businesses to stand a chance to win 100,000. 100,000 that I'm still trying to pay off. My CFO here is I'm in trouble, basically. But when I look at tonight, I look at everyone here, and as I was going over their pitches and everything, interacting with them, it's all worth it. For me, this is why we do it, to empower and help SMMEs grow. So you'll be introduced to them, and we'll be awarding them their prizes later on tonight. Let me not take much time. Please help me in welcoming Honorable Deputy Mayor, Councillor Alberto Marby.
Second time in a row.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocol observed. As you are well known, I am Councillor Marby. I'm the Deputy Executive Mayor of Knysna. And allow me the opportunity to start off by welcoming the Deputy Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Mimi Gondwe, in our presence. The French Consulate, right in front. And I think everybody forgot to mention that we still have the Consulate of Eswatini here with us tonight. Welcome. Also, a warm welcome to all councillors, officials, the Greater Knysna Business Chamber, and just everyone. Sorry, I can't see properly. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have the opportunity to address such a distinguished audience. And I can see that you are dressed to kill, unlike me. You know, when I was returning early on, I said if the Minister of Water and Sanitation was still here tonight, she raised this question earlier today, where she asked, who of you bathed or showered? And I was like, ish. I didn't even have a chance to go home and to dress up again because of the Redendal pad as the road works, you know. So I couldn't go, otherwise I would have been late for this. So yes, at least I'm not sweating or stinking, you know. So like I said, most of you know that I'm Councillor Marby. I'm responsible for planning, economic development and tourism in the municipality. The theme for this evening's gathering is skills development and SME opportunities. That's what excites me being from the core. Before taking part in politics and joining the council, I was the busiest man alive on this planet. Really. I believe so much in harnessing your skill, seizing an opportunity, and making money work for you. For the past 10 years, I started side hustles, registered business, and that came out perfectly for me. So I don't know why I became a politician. You know, to give piece of advice to our youth today. If life has no opportunities for you, that is a sign of the divine which prompts you to use your creativity and innovation skills to bring that vision to life. Most people believe that pastures are greener on the other side, but that is actually a false statement. Because pastures are greener where they are watered. A warm welcome to the Prestige dinner. I would like to acknowledge our keynote speakers for the day. The Deputy Minister, Dr. Mimi Gondwe, Dr. Tersh de Blanche, the Principal of South Cape TVET College, and then also our MC, Mr. Younger from SMTechs, who's going to lead us through the importance of driving SME growth and development. And also Mr. Yaish Musa, who's the head of marketplace sellers, will take over. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you. It has been a long day, so now we're just going to have a hell of a party. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy. I also want to acknowledge Mr. Stephen de Vries from the chairperson of the Service CETA, who without the Service CETA this would not be possible. And I think we must give him a great applause. I'm going to introduce Yanga's busy with technical navigation. I'm going to introduce a first panel this evening up on the stage, and that is Mr. Nati Oliver Mkabane from Yona Yetu, and then also Dr. Tersh de Blanche from the Principal of South Cape TVET College, And then, of course, Mr. Steven de Vries, our chairperson of the service heater. If you can all make your to the stage, thank you. While they're making their way to the stage, the influence on their input and on their programs within the skills and capacity building in the area. And we are going to ask then, after the final word of the presentations, for Mr. Steven de Vries just to close it off. So we're going first over to Nati. Nati, you are most welcome. And please come and tell us, what is Yona Yetu? And I need to tell you that when I met Nati 2 years back with a conference on the Western Cape's growth strategy, Nati was already involved with Yona Yetu and the development of people in town. And so, Nati, over to you, and then we will ask Dr. Tersha to tell us about the South Cape TVET College, and then also Dr. Steven de Vries on the chairperson of the service.
I'm just going to say all protocols observed, and I'm very happy that all of you attended today. My name is Kosinati Oliver Mabukane. I'm the founder of Yona Yetu Initiative and the developer of Ituba Multi-Resource Training and Business Hub, which is basically focusing on empowering SMMEs and also young people that require skills. I'm not talking about those big skills or education, I'm talking about the skills that they need for them to be able to provide for themselves and their families. So the concept was developed 2015 during the Greater Leisner Strategic Development Framework, where I presented the skills. The mayor at the time was Councillor.
So how did it come that we are here tonight? I was asked to share just a bit of the provisional plans that between the municipality, the business chamber, and ourselves. I think it was almost now 2 years of discussions and meeting and research that the business chamber has done, and so many meetings. And then whatever is on the program provision is what came from the research. What is it that the industry needs here, or what new industries must be created through the programs. So I'm just going to mention a few, and nothing is final. I think our next step now with the business chamber is we will finalize and prioritize the 3 to 5 year strategy. Because as we know, Rome was not built in one day. So the plan is big, and you'll eat the elephant bit by bit. So one of the very key programs is a boat building academy, which is one of the first workshops that we need to build and equip. Neisner, for those that don't know, is one of the biggest boat building industry in South Africa. A lot of exports is taking place right from this town, and we do not have trained skilled artisans that currently we can place in these workshops of the companies. And the companies are also very eager for us to start so that they can also improve in the quality and production and whatever goes with the business of boat building. So the ocean economy is definitely then hopefully going to be boosted, and obviously there will be all sorts of other shorter skills programs linked to the ocean economy for this district, but then definitely for the Neisner town. So we will then bring all the other citizens from the district or from South Africa that want to do those type of courses, because I think we will now be the third TVET college out of the 50 public TVETs that will build such an academy. So it is a scarce skill for the country as a whole, and not just for Neisner. Yes, and then very excitingly, we also have a strategy for building a 2-stream green energy. One will be for solar and one for the waste to energy. And that is also linked to some of the challenges, not just in this town, across our country. We have waste problems, and we know how bad it is for the environment at the moment. So we are also one of very few TVETs that already found strategic partners, both right here in Knysna, but also international, to come and assist us, especially with a waste energy training facility that hopefully will be linked up to private industries that will soon be created right here in Knysna. So that is some of the exciting programs that are there. Maybe I just want to mention a very important one, very close to my heart, and that is our SMME sector. We heard a lot today. We need to produce SMMEs so that we create jobs instead of looking for jobs. So we definitely have a clear strategy in terms of that. So any type of skills training program that will be offered in this town must be linked to the SMME development training. So when the student complete, they must be able to start that business. And the college with our business partners will obviously play a big role in that, because we heard today there are no jobs. So we really link to each and every skills program, then the SMME development program for those students. And then we're fully aware of the local township economy project that's currently in Knysna. So we will also link closely with Oliver and take hands to expand and improve the quality of the services of the even existing SMMEs already in Knysna. So I will stop there. The plan will obviously be public for everyone to study very soon. And as soon as all the logistics and paperwork are completed regarding the land issues from the municipality, we will then submit to our funders and our partners, both locally and internationally, to come and assist the college to build this education and training, skills training center for Knysna. And I know Jan is very jealous of Knysna. He don't want me to speak about any other campus and what we do there and what our challenges are. But I also sit on my left with one of my other bosses, and he was pinching me as we woke up. Mustn't just speak about Knysna. This is a regional conference. So please allow me, forgive me, Jan. Our college has 6 campuses at the moment, and very far spread. Some serving very impoverished communities such as Beaufort West and the Laingsburg area, and then Riversdale, Mossel Bay, Oudtshoorn, and George obviously, and then right down the road we also have a Plettenberg Bay campus. So I must say we are one of the smaller public TVET colleges out of the 50. We're also one of the most needy in terms of lacking of resources and infrastructure. And we continuously work with our partners such as the Services SETA, the MERS SETA. We have one of our key funders in the room. The Wholesale and Retail SETA is one of our main funders, the EDDB SETA, LG SETA, and a few private funders such as the National Business Initiative at the moment. We have a We Think Code private company that assists us with our 4IR Center type of qualifications. So we are fully aware government does not have enough funds to provide in the mandate that we are given, and therefore this conference is so critical so that we meet and greet, and hopefully more will come after this event because I would like to link up and give more detail, not just about this town, but all our other campuses. What are the opportunities or challenges that obviously become opportunities, especially for private investors or companies, and that we can see collectively for the region, how do we improve the education and skills program provision that is expected of us as a public TVET college to deliver, because we cannot do it alone. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. I said earlier to Doc that I'm only going to come onto stage to support that. Not only in terms of what they want to do in Knysna, but also in the outside of Cape. But let me start to recognize the Deputy Minister. For those who don't know, so when you speak and have the chance to speak to the Deputy Minister, please remember that I report to the Deputy Minister. So please say nice things about me. We are, as the service seater, just briefly in terms of what we do, we are an entity of the Department of Higher Education. Earlier, somebody said that there's 21 seaters, each of us serving a specific sector of the economy. If you look at our banner, you can see that we're responsible for management and business services, personal care, that includes funeral services, beauty salons, hairdressing, beauty and nail. We're responsible for all those services, real estate and related services, cleaning and hiring services, business communication and marketing, and then labor and collective services. So those are the industries that we as a service sector support. And as earlier this morning, someone was asking me in terms of how do we collect our revenue, or how do we receive revenue. All our businesses pay a 1% levy that is collected by SARS on the wage and salary bill, and the money is then transferred to the Department of Higher Education and then to the different seaters. And our responsibility is not to do training, but I want to talk just about 3 issues. The one is about cooperation, access, and then also about the responsiveness. Now, we have responsibilities in terms of the Constitution and the National Skills Development, National Development Plan, and also in terms of the white paper. So the white paper gives us a responsibility to ensure there's cooperation, especially between the public sector and also ensuring the workplace. Now, with the new occupational qualifications, most of the training our learners must be placed at the workplace. So the relationship between business, the public sector becomes very important. And I want to commend the National Business Chamber in this case. When the national municipalities submitted the application for funding, the business chamber, through the business chamber, a number of businesses already have in writing committed that some of the learners can be placed at the institutions. And that makes it very easy for any organization, especially a seater, when we have to give funding. Because sometimes it happens that we struggle to get workplaces for the students. So, but also what was very good in the case of Knysna is that the Knysna municipality consulted with the business chamber, and together they discussed and identified the needs in terms of the training. And that is what's supposed to happen in all our municipalities. Yes, we talk about Knysna here, but we talk about, of course, in terms of the Garden Route. That's why earlier the executive mayor from the Garden Route, he spoke about the Skills Mecca. Now, the Skills Mecca concept was born a couple of years ago after the fires in 2017. And we decided that it's important in this district that we work together. Currently, in all 7 municipalities, Deputy Minister, there is one person that was appointed by the district municipality that were placed within the LED departments of the municipality. And they are responsible in work with the local municipality and the Skills Mecca to ensure that we develop skills and consult with businesses. There's a local chapter of the Skills Mecca in each and every municipality, and they meet on a quarterly basis with business and government meets, and then they discuss our skills need within our area. The second point is the issue around access. Now, if you want quality education, the important part is access. And the support from the Knysna municipality to the South Cape TVET College is very important. Now, we also now have a responsibility to support the South Cape team would colleagues to ensure that they have the necessary funding for the infrastructure. So, Doc, you have the Deputy Minister here tonight. You have raised the issue. I will, and I commit that together with yourself and the nice municipality and the business chamber, that of course that you must make a case to the Department of Higher Education in terms of assistance, so that we can then ensure that a that a satellite campus is being built within the Knysna area. Just in case, in terms of the funding that we have allocated, we have a total of 244 learners that will do different programs. 29 will be unemployed learners at a cost of 1.6 million. We will have 70 apprenticeships. The issue about technical skills was raised right through the morning and the afternoon. And included in that will be learners for boat building, for plumbing that was raised, the water issues of Knysna, and also for electricians. So those are the hard technical skills that we are supporting with the application in Knysna. There will also be 120 unemployed skills programs that will be at a value of 2 million, and the apprenticeships will be to the value of 14 million. So you can see that our investment goes to the technical skills that the consulate from France also mentioned, that is what we need, that is what investors are looking at, and that is what we as a service sector supporting. The other programs I was asked to talk about that we will do will be environmental practice, office administration, mixed farming, we have some rural areas, and then the last one will be the new venture creation program. So that is in terms of total what the service sector is going to do here in Knysna. Thank you.
Testing, okay. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My part now, as I was listening to all of you speak, hearing Nati talk about the Ituba Center, that I'm so excited to see come to reality, and about hearing Dr. Tesia talk about all of the opportunities and programs available for our young pupils in South Africa and within the Garden Route, which was essentially the same message that Dr. Tesia, Mr. Stephen, was driving home. And this reminded me of the Deputy President's speech earlier today when he emphasized the importance of collaboration. The Deputy President, so when he emphasized the importance of collaboration when it comes to the growth and empowerment of our people. So with all these brilliant programs that are currently going on and that are in motion, and with spaces such as these that really enable us to come together and pool resources for greater impact and greater economic growth and development. And it makes me think of how I spoke to some South Cape individuals that were here speaking about a student entrepreneurship program. And I was just so taken away by the concepts and them having some of the success cases, one of the students selling honey, us conversing, me sharing that we recently employed over 50 young individuals, basically, around 18% of them coming from South Cape, from as far as George, here in Knysna, and Flat, in terms of where they reside. And there was a lady there, I want you to please remember her name, Miss Siasanga Mabe. That lady was very instrumental in helping us identify the key talent that we needed as SM Techs. I'm sure Mr. Sibata will speak more on how that all came about. But with collaboration, there's so much more that we can do. So we need to move away from working in silos and ensure that we are always in the loop in terms of what we are all doing, you know, in terms of helping one another and building a better South Africa. So without taking more time, I would like to bring up to stage thank you. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day. So I'd like now to bring up to stage one of the founders of SM Tax, Mr. Bukule Sibata, the brains basically, and he'll speak for himself basically. Yeah. So he's going to be speaking on the importance of driving SMME growth for greater local economic development. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me welcome Bukule.
The deputy mayor used this microphone, so I'll try and use this one. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And let me say, all protocol observed. I grew up in a small town just outside of Port Elizabeth called Uitenhage. And for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of visiting my small town, Uitenhage is where they manufacture all the VW cars. And in Uitenhage, there was Loyiso's father. And Loyiso's father was one of the best mechanics, one of the best engineers at VW. And because Uitenhage is such a small town, everyone knows each other, much like Knysna, I would say. And as you can imagine, 8 out of probably 10 cars that you find in Uitenhage are VW cars. And probably the only way to find your car in a parking lot is to memorize your number plate. And so when Loyiso's father decided to leave his employment as one of the senior engineers at VW, everyone knew that it was better to take your car to Loyiso's father's new garage than to take it for servicing at VW. And as you can imagine, in a town filled with VW cars, his business boomed. And Loyiso says he remembers vividly how his life changed. They started going out on family vacations. They started eating out at fancy restaurants, while in Uitenhage a fancy restaurant is a Spur. And the family dynamic changed. His mother left her employment and went to go join the business. And even Loyiso during weekends used to work at this family business. And so this new business had really transformed the way that they had looked at life and their family dynamics. And even dinner conversations were around the business and how to make the business grow. And unfortunately, the story doesn't always have a happy ending. And in the 2009 recession, the first thing people do is they start spending less. And much like COVID, when you hear the nickel in that car, you drive on. When the brake pads don't work anymore, you drive on. And his father's business started suffering. And he made a couple of critical business errors and finance errors. He refinanced a family home that they had recently bought, now in the suburbs of Uitenhage, to try and save the business and try to keep all the employees. But unfortunately, the business failed. And that put a big strain on Loyiso's parents' marriage. And he remembers vividly and quite upsettingly how he said, you know, I wish my father didn't start this business. We were happy, we were a family back then. But we know that with the unemployment rate, especially youth unemployment, at record highs in South Africa, with probably one of the most unequal societies that we have in the world, that entrepreneurship and small businesses is the key to fix a lot of the problems in South Africa. And just how that small business changed Loyiso's father's family's dynamic, we understand that small businesses has a real impact to play. And this is why we started SM Tax, my co-founder and I. She and actually myself having studied chartered accountancy, set out on this mission to make the lives of small businesses and the lonely road that entrepreneurs face a little bit more bearable. And we had recently, I had the pleasure of traveling with the Deputy President to London to go and raise capital for the small businesses that we support. And one of the things I had said to the Deputy Mayor when we first came to Knysna, I made him 3 promises. The first promise was that we as SM Tax would invest 50 million over the next 5 years into Knysna and the greater Garden Route. We would employ youth and create jobs in Knysna for the unemployed youth, and we'd create opportunities for SMEs. Well, we haven't gotten the goal yet of investing the 50 million, but we've made a really strong start. And like Yanga has said, we've already made strides in our promise to employ youth by employing 50 young people that are currently being onboarded right now. And on the third promise, we had raised about 30 million rand to support SMEs with purchase order financing, to then solve 2 problems that they have. Access to market, so that allows them to tender and get government work more freely, and then access to finance, that we can support their purchase order and financing needs to help them become more competitive in the market. And so, ladies and gentlemen, mine is to give you the story of Loyiso's father and say that we need more and more of these stories, but this time with happy endings. And so it's crucial. I think it's important that we and everyone in this room start working together to create a more thriving ecosystem, entrepreneurship ecosystem in Knysna. And working together and to walk this journey. And so we are here, we're committed to the long road that lies ahead of us. It's not going to be easy, but I think working together, we can achieve a lot. So ladies and gentlemen, I know I stand between you and starters. So, let me keep it short, and thank you and wish you a pleasant evening, and well, good night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sibata. Not to waste any time now, so the starters are coming now. And then what to expect after the starters, we will have Mr. Yassi Musa from Takealot to take us through basically what they are currently doing around SMMEs. As you can see, there's an Nkasi manufacturing program going on. So there's a lot to be excited about after the starters. So without further ado, let's go have those starters, ladies and gentlemen. So before that though, I would like to call to stage Mr. Yassi Musa from Takealot, as I previously mentioned. So Mr. Yassi will share a few words. And then in terms of the presentations by the SMMEs present, there are 4 individuals physically present with us. I'll also be calling them up to stage and their businesses. And then we have 2 individuals joining us virtually. So how proceedings are gonna go, as soon as Mr. Yassi finishes, we are going to immediately go over to the two virtual individuals, and then we hear from the individuals that will be here with us on stage. And then once the individuals are finished with their pitching, we are just going to take a 5-minute break, deliberate, Mr. Yassi and myself, and then we are going to announce the top 3 winners and the prizes, and the prizes are going to be handed out by the Honorable Deputy Minister of Higher Education here with us today, along with Tulia Sibata, our CEO from SM Tax. All right, so can I please have Kayakazi class from George Municipality of Clean Ops Waste to join us on stage, along with Tanya Tsingwana of Imvelo Graphics from George Municipality, along with Marco Mulligan of Mulligan Projects from Naisma Municipality. And we also have Zandile Gomose of POS Trading 405 from George Municipality, and Mr. Royden Engelberg of RD Tours from Oakton. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. Greetings to all our esteemed guests from government, business, and the wonderful people of Garden Route. It's an honor to be here this evening, and I'm filled with pride to be representing my business, Takealot.com. Our purpose at Takealot.com is changing lives in South Africa for the better through e-commerce. Our business is relatively very young, but in our few years, we've seen the transformative power of e-commerce and the opportunities that it can unlock for people all over the country. Allow me to share a story that encapsulates the essence of what is possible. There's a seller on our platform named Liz. Her business is called Lefizeka Cosmetics. Liz had a simple need. She wanted to look good. She took a lot of pride in her appearance, and particularly her hair care was something that she focused on. But Liz's problem was that the hair care was quite expensive and quite unaffordable. It made Liz's need and Liz's desires to be quite unaffordable and impossible. Liz applied her entrepreneurial spirit and decided to take it into her own hands and developed her own products. She went through the research phase, understanding the products and the chemicals and what is required to be able to serve her needs. She went through finding service providers, materials, etc., and started to create her own products just for herself, and was quite happy. She then went on to the phase of sharing her success with friends and family, church, etc., and through word of mouth started growing her business. She got onto understanding that there is an opportunity for her to grow, and actually started up her own business and started selling the products. She latched onto Takealot.com and discovered the world of e-commerce, and I think that's where the journey really started. The first step was branding, and Liz went through the exercise of engaging with graphic designers and artists and marketing experts to be able to understand how best to position and engage with consumers. A second part of Liz's journey was understanding logistics, how to purchase, how to make sure she manages her processes in terms of stock management and ensuring that she has available products for the consumers that she required to. Cosmetics and hair care can be quite a challenging industry. There's a lot of requirements to have certification, regulation, and legislation is quite intense. And Liz went through the journey of understanding what are the specifications that she needs to go through. Throughout this time, Liz's business began to grow. She began to see more sales, engage with more consumers, today her products are available nationally in major retailers. And this story that Liz has gone through is one that has inspired us at takealot.com, that the opportunities are there and we provide a platform and we can provide support to be able to do that. Liz started off the journey saying that she just wanted to look good, and now she's serving and providing for people all over the country, employing and building a brand that she can be proud of. This story has inspired us to be able to use our platform to take that to the next level and to be able to enable that for consumers all over. And that is what we've done. So we've welcomed SMEs all over the country to be able to join the journey that Liz has had. Our programs are developed to unlock opportunities for small businesses in all areas, including access to funding, research and development, certification, brand building, advertising and marketing. And that's the opportunity that we hope to be providing for the SMEs on stage here today. Where we're looking forward to be able to provide SMEs all over the country. Thank you for the support and for providing the platform with which we can do what we do best.
So now we'll be going over to the virtual presentations, and the person presenting first for us is Alicia Nord of I Am Local from Hasekwa Municipality. Over to you, gentlemen. Hi, Alicia, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you see everybody? Oh, you can't.
No, I cannot see everyone, but everyone see me.
A lot of beautiful people here looking at you. Okay? No pressure. You can go when you're ready. You have 3 minutes. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, esteemed guests and our fellow innovators. I am Alicia. I'm local. I started this in a small town, Riversdale. So I'm going to give you everything I have and how I got to this and just take you through how I see this business growing. So imagine a community where local businesses are the heartbeat, a place where every shop, a cafe, a service provider are recognized and celebrated. This is the vision is the foundation of I'm Local. This vision is the movement, transforming how local businesses connect with their communities. And our customers think about shopping local. Today, small businesses face significant challenges. They are very overwhelmed with large competitors, online marketplaces, and these push these small communities and businesses into the shadows. These businesses are the backbone of our communities, but their voices are struggling to be heard. So I'm Local is here to change that. My innovation creates a movement to empower local businesses, enhancing their visibility and encouraging support through our recognized badge system. We remind customers to look out for the badge when they shop local. This badge is literally more than a symbol. It's a promise of quality, a promise of community and local pride. So how we approach this is we give each local small business an online directory showcasing all the local businesses. We have a personalized mini website accessible through QR code, giving each business a digital presence. We do tailored marketing strategies like social media campaigning, video production, and professional branding to help businesses stand out. So I'm Local is not just a tool, it's a movement. It's about connecting businesses and communities, changing consumers' minds, driving foot traffic and fostering economic growth. I aim to create a ripple effect where there's successful business uplifts the entire community. With every badge that will be displayed, every QR code that will be
Thank
scanned,
you. Thank you, Alicia.
every story to be the
I'm so
local.
sorry to do this to you. The time is up. But thank you so much. All right, please stay on the call up until we announce the winners. But now we'll move over to Avela Mani of Umhlatyane Therapeutics from Bedo Municipality. Over to you, Avela. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. So there's a lot of individuals here listening to you. Okay, all the best.
All right. Well, I can't see everybody, but I can hear everyone. So I hope everyone can hear me.
Okay. Just a quick one. You have, sorry. I didn't mention this to you for the sake of fairness. You have 3 minutes, all right? Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, good day to every prospective investor and person who's at the floor at large gathered there. And I want to welcome you here with me. Thank you for. I am Avela Mani. I am the founder and the owner of Umhlatyane Therapeutics. Umhlatyane Therapeutics is a wellness, a beauty, as well as a health company. We are a team of people that expertise run deeply into holistic as well as wellness therapy. So we specialize in a lot of hand techniques, massage therapeutics, as well as sound therapy that is well recognized to heal the person's whole body, soul, as well as mind. We try and approach this whole entire thing in a very holistic way. So my team and I are in need of asset financing, which is our main subject of call right now, because we have been, we have had access to a piece of land which is situated in Bedo in Plettenberg Bay in the N2. So it was formerly a farm, which is now in a very depleted environment, and it is in need of refurbishing and refurbishing. So we want to give skills back to the communities, as well as people who are able to work with their hands. So we want to be able to teach people massage, to be able to teach people how to take care of their skin, to be able to teach people how to take care of their inner selves, their minds, their soul. There's so many things that we specialize in. Like I said, sound therapy is something as simple as playing a sound bowl. So those are things that, equipment that we need. As a Black woman, only thing that I have to facilitate me is literally my salary. So right now, I'm running dry, but I am in need of facilitation in that
Avela,
sense, in need of equipment.
Sorry to do this to you. Time is up. Thank you so much. Thank you for participating. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay on the line up until the prizes are announced. But yeah, your time is up.
Right.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen at the back. So, ladies and gentlemen, dinner will start coming in. So we are going to proceed with the physical pitches. That was all for the virtual SMMEs. So now I'm going to hand over to the ladies and gentlemen here. On stage, in no particular order. Maybe the most confident can just come up and tell us about their business. All right, thank you guys. Please just share your name, surname, all of that.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kairas Glass, and I am the owner and founder of Clean Ops. I'm going to use my paper because I still love the feel of paper on my hands. I'm not really a tech-savvy person. So Clean Ops is a waste management facility which started in 2021, and we started operating in a township called Tembalethu in George. It started because I saw that our township is not looking neat, and I really wanted to make a difference and do something that I'm very passionate about. So Clean Ops Waste Management was established with an aim of cultivating a culture of recycling. I don't know what is wrong with us. We have this mentality of thinking that the responsibility to recycle or clean our areas is up to the municipality, and I wanted to change that. We aim at reducing waste significantly, and especially in the highly dense communities. Our value proposition is we aim at incentivizing recycling. So we are a material recovery facility. What we do is we want to buy waste from the residents and then sell it and dispose of the waste responsibly. We also want to facilitate educational programs, so to educate people about recycling, because we really believe that recycling should be everybody's business. Our underlying magic is to ensure that fewer recyclable material ends up in landfill, and we have a problem. Our waste landfill site is running out of airspace. That's why the Garden Route District Municipality is now building a new landfill site. So we need to come up with new ideas on how to recycle and how to manage waste.
Thank you, Kayagasi. Thank you. Sorry, man.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tiffany Mulligan, and my husband and Anne Marco. We are the founders of Mulligan Projects, and we are in Renendaal. We are from Renendaal.
Yes.
Mulligan Projects is a small business that does events. So we're specializing in doing events, but not just events. We do events and we're linking it with skills development, and not just for ourselves, but for our communities. I believe in whatever you set your mind to. And even this is faith. We took a leap of faith and we just did it. And that is what we did with Mulligan Projects. So what we're doing is we're linking events with tourism attractions within the Garden Route, especially the Knysna area, and linking it with tourism development, economic development, and youth development. See, our people, we're not getting together. We don't have the businesses or the private sectors, our communities, and our tourists in one place. So what we do is we're linking them together for us and also for the investors, for people coming into Knysna. We did an event last year called Fitness on the Deck. We took people to Portland Manor, small place in the Renendaal area, beautiful place. But do our people know about it? No. So we're linking events to development. And that is what we also did with Wine Along the River. We've got Wine Along the River, the first time or the second time this year in the Knysna, the greater Knysna area at Blackwaters River Lodge. Not just an event, but linking again skills development, tourism, and local people together, where you can come, you can have a sip of wine, and you can just enjoy everything. What we do for development is we're training the young unemployed people in our communities, taking them there, having the experience, but also learning and giving them temporary employment. So this is what Mulligan Projects is doing, not just for the Knysna area, but for the whole greater region. Garden Route. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Most kids prefer fizzy drinks and fruit juices over a glass of drinking water. And parents struggle to convince their kids to drink water on a daily basis, and that is concerning. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Zandile Komose. I'm based in the Garden Road under George Local Municipality. And trying to meet parents halfway, we came up with a product that will help avoid dehydration in kids. And that is a product that is specifically designed for our kids. And that is a bottle of purified drinking water. This is specifically designed for our kids, just to help their little bodies not to consume fizzy drinks and fruit juices, but consider drinking water on a daily basis. We've come up with a product that will not only make our kids drink water, but a product that will attract, motivate, and encourage our kids to drink water. And the name of our product, ladies and gentlemen, is Hydrated Kids. This is an animated bottle of purified drinking water. And this is designed specifically for kids, where we have included animation on the bottle of drinking water. We have included the famous Cocomelons, the Disney characters, talking about Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob, Tom and Jerry, and all the famous animation that our kids relate to. Ladies and gentlemen, this bottle of drinking water will be included on our kids' lunch boxes. We will have a bottle of water that has the days of the week, just to motivate them. We will have a bottle of water for Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday, and there's no way that our kids will miss drinking a bottle of water on a daily basis. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Royden Engelberg, and I'm from Oudtshoorn, owner and founder of RJ Tours. RJ Tours was founded in 2019, just after COVID, and people told me I was crazy. But I think if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a little bit crazy. So I mean, RJ Tours is based in tourism, and we are based on 3 pillars, and that is the then, the now, and the future. And now you may ask, so what is the 3 pillars? So the 3 pillars is the activities that RJ Tours are offering to the guests that are visiting Oudtshoorn, and that is heritage walks, heritage bike tours, and that is the first in Oudtshoorn, and also local community interactions. And now you also may ask, what heritage walks? You're so young. Yes, I'm an old heart and an old soul. Because we believe in RJ Tours, you have to know where you come. It's very easy to know where you go, but do you know where you come from? And RJ Tours is based on that, by giving the tourists that experience to know where you come from. And I challenge each and everyone tonight here to go back where you come from and start asking questions. RJ Tours is also in the now, because after COVID, many stuff did change. And RJ Tours also had to make plans to say, how can we also interact? Because everybody is changing. Global warming is changing. And that's why we started Heritage Bike Tours, to have an eco-friendly activity that guests can also enjoy. And now you say, but the future. 2 weeks ago, I had a group of teenagers, youth, and I took them for a walk, a heritage walk. And they asked me, so what can they do? And I told them, by educate yourself, and that's how we can preserve for the next generation. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, isn't it? Yeah. Allow me to congratulate, all the nominees for this particular prize. They are all winners in their own right, and it's really exciting to see young people being so innovative and identifying problems and trying to come up with solutions to those problems. I'm really encouraged by what I've heard and seen today, And please join me in just giving them another round of applause. So, yeah. And I want to also thank SMN Tax and Take a Lot for, backing this competition, this very important competition, and we've really, like I said, heard some, some exciting things that young people are doing and some of the innovations that they've come up with. But and as much as they're all winners, some will win more than others. So it gives me a great pleasure and honor to announce the winner, and this is the person that is number one, and they have won 35,000 rands. 35,000 rands that I hope they'll put to good use in terms of building, their particular business, their particular enterprise. And that person, ladies and gentlemen, is Zandile Komani. Miss Coco Melon herself is here. The second prize winner, who has won an amount of 25,000 rand. 25,000 rand. Remember the first? 25,000 rand winner goes to Kayakazi Class. And now for the third prize winner. The third prize winner wins 15,000 rands. And it's none other than Alicia Non. Congratulations, Alicia.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with SMN Tax and Take a Lot, everybody's actually a winner. So those that didn't win first, second, and third place have won something, and they get 5,000 rand each. So a huge thanks to SMN Tax and Take a Lot for recognizing the potential in these young people and for giving them such awesome prizes. And yeah, we wish them all the best. And please remember to support their businesses. SMMEs thrive on our support and our encouragement. So I'm sure, Rinenda, you make sure that you support the entrepreneur from Rinenda. Make sure that you support, these entrepreneurs. The power of an entrepreneur is that they're able to not only employ themselves, but others. And they really do need our support. And with those few words, that's it from me. Thank you very much.